And you talked about the wind power in Spain. This is a European conference. Are there different renewables in different countries that are coming to the fore?
Well, I think that the first wave was the first was the hydro plants a lot of years ago, but after this, the wind farms. Now, Germany and Italy, for example, are investing a lot of money in solar also. I think that the wind farms are in the future offshore, like in the United Kingdom and in the Nordic countries. I think that the main trends will be onshore continue will be important, and offshore and solar. Those will be the main trends. But for me, again, distributed generation, basically solar, will be a strong challenge for the network.
So you've talked about the complication and you've talked about the technology being the solution. Are we talking about smart grids? Is that what we're talking about when it comes down to it?
The smart grid is only the support of this new business. It's not a business itself, no? To operate a network where each customer could have their own generation, we need to have at all the levels, high voltage, mid voltage, and low voltage, we need to have technologies in each of the levels to really operate this more complex. Imagine, for example, a situation. Usually the energy moves from the generation to the high voltage, to the mid voltage, to the low voltage, and then to the customers. Now, perhaps at your home, you could have more energy than your own consumption, and energy will move in the opposite direction, from your house to the low voltage and then to the mid voltage. And this will change all the flows in the network, and this will produce some complexity that the technology needs solve.
Two more questions for you. One is, when you're explaining this very complicated world to people in your family that know nothing about this world, how do you make the argument? How do you make the case for this as something that's very important to them?
Well, I think that initially my children, most of the children at the present, I think that they have a clear idea that the renewables is to have a sustainable energy use is a must. No? So for them it's easier to understand. So we need to move in the step forward. What do we need to do to have a more sustainable use of energy? And there we start the discussion with them. Obviously, my children have 12 and 10 years old, so it's very difficult to understand the technological challenge of the network. Sure. But at least the importance of to be sustainable, I think that all the children understand.
And a final question, what is a lot of utility companies at this conference, what is the one bit of advice you would give those utility companies?
I think that obviously most of the European countries are having financial problems. The sustainable use is more expensive than the traditional energy, but I think that the challenge is very important, very interesting, and it's possible to really transform our energy business. And I think that this is a strong challenge, but we can solve it.
Santiago Blanco, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Cheers.